Shannon, and I'm inspiring women to embrace a sense of adventure and become their best selves. So if that sounds like you, I invite you to join us along on this journey. Please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a video. Today, I'm just gonna take you along for our family's private Easter celebration. Obviously, this year we're all in quarantine, which makes this completely different than any other years past. In some ways, it makes it more difficult, but instead of focusing on the ways that it's different, I'm trying to really take in each moment for what it is and not compare it to the Easter celebrations we've had in years past. Galaxy eggs. So what they said is to start off by doing like some basic colors. And so we each get 2 eggs. The kids each get 2 eggs. So we're gonna dye them a basic color, sit them in there and dry. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do slightly different colors and mix some oil in it. That way when you re-dye them, it'll only dye certain parts of it and make it kind of look galaxy eggs. Sound good? One of the things that made this Easter so amazing is our church and their creative ways on loving the community this year. We have just been so blessed to be part of this church, you guys. Not only did they hand out these amazing Easter baskets to all their families, they included Easter eggs for a little hunt in your own backyard. They included devotions and a communion kit. It was just such a blessing, especially since, going out to the stores and buying Easter supplies is not the easiest thing to do right now. So earlier in the week, we went to pick up these awesome Easter egg baskets, and we found out afterwards that the news crew was actually there. Our church made the news for this amazing way that they're reaching the community, and it just so happened that my little white SUV made a cameo. They had us just drive up, pop our trunk, they put it in the trunk, wish us a wonderful Easter, and we drove off, and it was filled with, oh my goodness, probably 50 Easter eggs with like candy and fun stuff in there. Our Easter service this year was all online, which obviously is very different for us. We're used to getting dressed up in our Easter best and going to celebrate with the body of Christ, but that looked very, very different this year. I had every intention of having my family actually get ready for church, even though we were just doing it on our couch, but that never actually ended up happening. I, first of all, forgot that it was going to be going live at 9 a.m. I thought it was going to be at 10:45, which is our normal church service time. So I thought I had more time, and then all of a sudden I was like, no, wait, it's 9. We have to get ready now. I mean, the kids all got dressed, but I was hoping to actually have everyone get in like a somewhat Easter-ish outfit, even though we didn't buy anything, and then maybe go outside and take a cute family photo together. But none of that happened, and everyone was kind of in a very strange mood. And I get it, like, quarantine is getting to us all, I totally understand, but there's been a little bit of like frustration and uneasiness and butting heads with our family. So I just decided that was a battle I was not gonna fight today. I wanted this day to be about Jesus, not about a family photo or about what we wore. So that's what we did. So I actually had the honor of being part of the worship team for the Easter service. So earlier in the week, I went with a couple other women and we recorded the worship set for the Easter service. And so it was a little funny watching myself back, because normally when you're part of the service, like your family is sitting in the congregation and you're up there leading, and it was just kind of funny to sing along with myself. For our church, we have been streaming services online, but this is still like a learning curve for us. So I was really proud of everyone who was a part of the team and just all their unique set of skills they brought to the table and how we've been able to troubleshoot together. We had so many tech challenges this week and everybody just worked so hard to make this come together, and I just feel so blessed to be part of this team. They seriously bless me every day. One of the things that I was rather bummed about was one of our traditions that didn't make it in the day this year. So every single Easter for as long as I can remember, we have done resurrection rolls with the kids. And our kids look forward to it every year because it's a tradition. And I didn't do it first thing in the morning simply because I was trying to make sure that we were all had a good solid breakfast, that we would sit down to watch the live stream of our service on time. And I was like, oh, we'll do it later. Oh, we'll do it later. And then it just never happened. And I still haven't done it, but I've got all the supplies to do it. We still are gonna do it and it still will be special regardless. That was something that I was disappointed that we didn't get to this year. Unfortunately, being apart from family is no strange thing to us. We're used to having our Easter celebrations with just us five. We're used to it being a quiet day. Oftentimes we'll invite some friends or something like that, but we did get the opportunity to FaceTime everybody and say hello, and that's always special, but that wasn't anything that I would say was different this year than it has been. Well, Nat and I, okay, mostly Nat, was preparing our ham and our Easter lunch. I sat down with the kids and kind of got them started on a painting project to really reflect on what Jesus did on the cross. And I think they did such a good job following instructions. In the past, I'm not gonna lie, art projects like this tend to be a little bit difficult because I have one child that is particularly a perfectionist when it comes to this type of stuff, and there usually involves some tears when it doesn't turn out exactly like they expected. So I was pleasantly surprised at just like the open minds, the creative takes on the instructions I was giving. They kind of took what I had to say, but then did their own spin on it. Both of them did, and I think that was really cool to see.
Hello, Mom.
Hi. Easter dinner was good. Funny enough, Nat and I had this conversation afterwards about how ham maybe just isn't a tradition that we should continue in our family. I think we all used to really love it, but we just don't to the same degree we did. And, you know, taste buds change, preferences change throughout the years. And at least in this current phase, I just don't feel like ham is something that our family is loving. So I think we're gonna end up giving away most of the rest of the meat to our neighbors. But that's okay. The mashed potatoes were great. The beans were great, even though my kids always complain about them. Just my beans. I add apple cider vinegar into my beans, which I think makes it taste really like unique and different, but apparently my kids aren't big fans. We're trying to think of like a creative, maybe new Easter meal tradition we can come up in the next year. So let me know in the comments what your family eats for Easter dinner and if you have any ideas of what we should switch to next year. But like I said, we got this really cool like gift basket, Easter basket from our church. We sent the kids all upstairs and Nat and I hid them throughout like the living room and dining room area. Most of them were in plain sight, like on the floor or on the table, but then we tried to get creative with a couple, and then we were dying because we told the big kids, like, slow down, look for the harder ones, we're gonna split all the eggs anyway. And they had such a hard time finding the hard ones, but then like Cal, he didn't want to grab the ones that were in plain sight, like he wanted to look for them. So it was a twist of events that I did not see coming.
What are you drawing?
Almost.
It's okay. What are you drawing?
Yellow.
Yellow?
I am a yellow.
Okay. You show me. Show me how it works.
Copy me, kind of. Well, my ball right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You may have noticed that we didn't exactly do anything related to the Easter Bunny, any like big gift baskets or anything like that. Neither myself or my husband grew up with an Easter Bunny tradition, so that's just something that we've never really felt the need to incorporate into our family's tradition. However, we usually do end up doing some sort of an egg hunt most years, usually with friends, just because it's fun, but never anything big and spectacular. Our kids do sometimes get a little bit jealous when they hear of their friends getting these like amazing like toys and stuff in their Easter baskets. But yeah, like I said, we never grew up with it. I can't really wrap my mind around it. Not to say that there's anything wrong with Easter baskets. If that's something you and your family do and enjoy, like, more power to you. Thank you so much for tuning in today and celebrating Easter with us in quarantine this year. We hope that you and your family also had a blessed day. I'd love to hear what you guys stayed busy doing that Sunday. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. It not only tells me what type of content you are enjoying and would like to see more of the future, but it really helps my channel out. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as the little bell so you get a notification of every new video. Thank you so much for being here and for your understanding and flexibility as I'm trying to navigate how to continue this channel while having all my children home every single day. It has been a learning curve for sure, but I am committed to this channel and to seeing it grow, and so I want to keep delivering quality content here for you. So with that being said, I'll see you back here next week.